This is Pool Hall Pro for the Nintendo Wii, and pool, like bowling, are two sports that have a difficult time making the transition to video games. And this goes all the way back to the Atari 2600 and Magnavox Odyssey 2. They're just not popular enough to get the really big budgets. And they're the most accessible sports for the average person out there, because anybody can pay a few bucks and go bowling or shoot some pool. So they're not like professional football or auto racing, where you really have an elite few people that can compete in those sports. And they're very glamorous and exciting, and they get huge budgets and make awesome video games. So Pool Hall Pro certainly does not feel like it has the same budget as any of the major sports titles out there. On the surface, it looks less than expected. But the physics and the actual gameplay and pool strategy that you can use in the game make up for it if you like pool and you don't have a pool table nearby. This is not a bad game to look at for the gameplay and strategy. The graphics in this one are a little cheesy, the character animations in particular, but the game itself focuses on the pool. And the pool balls and the pool table look just fine. What's important here is that the physics are actually done quite well in this game. If you give the ball topspin, it goes forward like you'd expect it to. If you give it backspin, it rolls backwards. Being able to actually position your ball after the shot is a huge part of strategy in pool, and this game does that very well. Also, it has numerous game types. There's a lot of different kinds of pool games out there. For those of you who aren't familiar with pool, you have US 8-ball, 9-ball, 6-ball pool, 10-ball pool, 15-ball pool, pub pool, snooker, and something called basic pocket billiards. I think the one most people are familiar with is, at least the one I'm most familiar with, is US 8-ball. But 9-ball's a lot of fun too. The game has an arcade tournament and exhibition mode, and as you would expect, you can play against a friend. Now, the controls take a little bit to get used to, but they're not too bad. It's a lot like playing a Tiger Woods golf on the Wii. You line up your shot and then determine where you want to hit the pool ball with your pool cue, and then the force of your shot is determined by how far you pull the Wii controller back. There's a more advanced pool controller mode, but I didn't really care for that. If you're going to play real pool, just play real pool. Then you have to actually hit the ball in real life, which has even better graphics than high definition. That's my guy there, Poolbot 500. He would have been the 5000 series Poolbot, but they did not have enough spaces for 5000, so he is merely Poolbot 500. I thought all their character created guys, or all their character creation tools, made people that looked like robots, so I just made my guy a robot, a pool-playing robot. Just don't try to hustle him or he will rip your arms off and beat you with them. Actually, hustling would have been a great feature in this game. Maybe in the sequel. You can pull the camera up high and get a wide shot very easily and then bring it back down. What you see when I'm lining up my shots and there's a little blue dot on the cue ball, that's where your stick is going to strike. If it's not on there, it turns into an X, and even when I'm shooting sometimes it looks like an X, but just ignore that. What's actually happening is I've predetermined where the stick is going to strike. So you don't actually have to try to hold the X over the ball and then hit right where the X is, because that would be infuriating. You may have noticed that many of my opponents are invisible. They're transparent. I can see right through them. Perhaps Poolbot 500 just has X-ray vision. We'll never know, because I didn't make any other characters to test it. But I'm pretty sure they're all invisible. Given the character rendering, that's probably not a bad thing in this game. Keep the focus on the pool. There's numerous pool table environments that you get to play in, and even a feature where you can design your own crib. That stuff all comes across as a little cheap. Frankly, I think all this game really needed was one dark, dingy, smoky bar with a pool table. As long as that bar has 35 different beers on tap, and all of them are good. It must be warm in there, judging by the DJ. Yeah, I got lucky on that shot. For those of you looking for pool on your Wii, Pool Hall Pro is something you may want to check out.